very unsafe. So let's not do that. I would hate to have an accident happen at our wonderful, joyous occasion. There's still a kid with their feet hanging off the rails. If that's your kid, please tell him no. Thank you. All right, with that being said, I guess we are ready to start. Thank you for coming to our Christmas concert today. This is the 7th and the 8th grade band, and we are happy to perform for you. We've been working for a few months to get this perfected for you, so we hope you enjoy. We have a couple of guests with us today. We have 2 high school students with us who are in black back there. We have, raise your hand when I call your name, Ryan Hernandez and Russ Metters. And we want to thank them for helping us, because percussion is in a different class, so we don't meet together. We have our elf, Mr. Young. He is the director of the 8th grade and the percussion class. And he'll be playing sousaphone for us, so let's thank him for doing that. All right, so let's get this started. Would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
Do you think this is the 7th grade? Is science?
I'm not making videos for him. Yeah.
No, he's at 7. You think this is 7th grade? And then I'll come in after.
Did you hear the trumpets?
Yeah, that's
Said 2 people? Please help me.
Sheldon is one of the most performed composers of the wind band today. His music is performed around the world and appears on many international concert and contest lists. Holiday Bobsled Run, a happy and carefree day of playing in the snow, is depicted in this charming holiday offering. Tuneful melodies and a cheerful rhythmic accompaniment set the mood, leading to a chromatic slide down the hill that triumphantly ends the piece. We hope you enjoy Holiday Bobsled Run. As a modern classic, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer was composed in 1978 by musician Randy Brooks. The original recording was done by then husband and wife team Elmo and Patsy Sherfield the following year, after Brooks introduced them to following their performance at Lake Tahoe nightclub. The tune went on to become a hit, crossing over to the mainstream from country and western market. It has since spawned several cover recordings as well as a children's television special in 2000. We hope you enjoy Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. The kid said, make sure I tell you, we really don't think that's going to happen. World. Jose was born blind to humble beginnings on September 10th, 1945 in Lares, Puerto Rico. One of his 11 boys. At 8, he performed for his classmates at PS 57, and at 9, performed at the Puerto Rican Theater in the Bronx, venturing beyond the accordion. He taught himself to play the guitar with undaunted determination and began with nothing but records as his teacher. He practiced for as many 14 hours a day. He was exposed to rock and roll in the 50s. Jose was inspired to sing. So we hope you enjoy Feliz Navidad. We're going to end our portion of the concert with this song. Again, thank you very much, and we'll just give us a little bit of time, and we're going to move the stage, clear the stage for the percussion ensemble to be next.
Need to see that. Oh, shoes on that, because also I had.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for coming to our concert. I got this really bright light here, this really bright light, and I can't see any of you because of it. I'm like, oh, hey, there are people out there. All right, cool. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Mr. Young, and I am one of the band directors for the high school, and also one of the band directors here at Carlsbad Intermediate. I run the 8th grade band, and I run this class, the percussion ensemble class. We're having lots of fun in this class, and so you're going to see a lot of really cool things tonight. I'm sorry, I like to have interaction with the audience, so I'm sorry about the hand thing here, but I actually want to see you, okay? I really enjoy teaching this class. It's a lot of fun, and I think the kids really like it too. I mean, let's face it, a middle school kid with something in their hands and they get to beat on something, and they don't get in trouble for it. There can't be anything better than that for a middle school kid, especially like middle school boys, you know? They get that energy out, so you're welcome, parents. We're going to go ahead and start off our program for you. We're going to play a bunch of little exercises out of our book. One of the things I hope you noticed while we were doing this, and even right now, they're all at attention, aren't they? Yes, you can get middle school kids to sit still. Cha-ching. Yes, you can. It can happen. And so by the way, if your kid is moving or scratching or picking or, whatever, okay, if they're doing those things, take them home and beat them for me, okay? Because it'll make them so much better. I'm kidding, I'm joking. I joke around a lot. But we're going to play some exercises for you. Our very first exercise we're going to play for you, this one the kids got a chance to, next time we're not doing all of our stuff, but we're going to do some stuff. This one they got a chance to click the sticks together, click the sticks on stands, on the drum pad, all really cool stuff. Here's our first piece we're going to play for you. It's called Rhythmill Etude Number 2.
Now
Weird
take
name.
pictures.
Should have looked the same. Should have. Now, if your kids didn't look like everybody else's, it was your kid's fault. But yeah, their hands should look all the same. And their etude that the rudiments or drum little ditty that we did in there was actually called a paradiddle. We're going to move on and we're going to play a bunch of other little exercises for you. Turn the pages, guys. And here we're going to play some 16th notes for you that are in all different types of variations. Here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3. All right, and so in that one, we did a bunch of 16th notes. Our next exercise we're going to do for you, this one includes something new that it's really kind of cool. And so watch their hands for this. They're going to do what's called a diddle. And a diddle is, normally here's a normal stroke, but now they're going to do 2 notes in 1 stroke. Sorry. Okay, so 1 stroke, but 2 notes. And so when they do it consecutively, all right, here we go.
Who's playing the stand? Hi.
Excellent. 2 drum exercise. All right, learning how to play some different sounds on the drums on this next one. This one's called 2 drum exercise. Here we go, kids. Excellent. Our next exercise we're going to perform for you, this is the very first time that we started learning about what's called a flam. Now, flam's a really cool thing, so I want you to watch for this, parents. The kids are going to play 1 note, but they're going to use both hands. So the notes, 1 note is one hand is very low, the other hand is very, very tall. If your kid doesn't look like that, I think you know what to do, okay? All right. Here we go, kids. Ready? Instrumental exercise for 5. All right, our next thing we're going to play for you is a set of 4 etudes all together at once. And in this one, we play some different patterns within 16th notes. And what we're going to do is 2 16th notes and an 8th note. And that pattern, it sounds like this. Watch their hands on that. See how they're doing. Here we go, kids. Here we go. Page 23. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our final little exercise we're going to do for you guys just on the drum pads. This one has those little things I showed you earlier called the flam. And the flam now will be followed by what we call a tap. Here's the flam. But it will be followed by a tap in the same hand with soft. Another really cool rudiment that we're starting to learn and we're getting really good at. Here we go, guys. Last one. Ready? some marching percussion for you. It's going to be a pretty cool thing that we're going to do for you. We're going to play what we call two cadences. They're really, really cool. One's called Apollo and one's called X1. And I'm going to have the guys get ready, ready, go. Now, fortunately, we have a class of 32 drummers. That's crazy. That's huge. That's way bigger than normal. And so we don't own enough drums for everyone to have a drum. So that's why we use practice pads a lot. And so right now I'm putting some of my 8th graders. They're grabbing some drums. So you can see what it'll be like eventually when they are all on drums. And if we were all on drums with 32 kids, you'd all walk out of here deaf. So you're welcome for saving your ears. We're going to grab some drums real quick. It's going to be pretty cool. Let me get them set up for a second.
It's all my family.